In this video, I will share 5 simple ways that can help you achieve faster and better results during intermittent fasting. The first thing is potassium. Potassium is a very important and essential mineral. It helps regulate insulin issues, the root cause of weight gain, memory loss, heart diseases, and many other bodily problems is increased insulin levels, which is called insulin resistance. The purpose of fasting is to prevent these issues. If you can regulate insulin properly, you can speed up this process. However, this is only possible if your body has an adequate amount of potassium. We need 4,700 milligrams of potassium daily. This is a significant amount that must be obtained through food. If you do not get enough potassium from your diet, it becomes difficult to meet the body's requirements. Potassium has many other benefits, but if you want quick results with intermittent fasting, it is essential. The second point is overeating. You must avoid it. Most people who follow intermittent fasting eat twice a day, but sometimes they eat so much that their stomachs are completely full, which is not the right approach. This often happens because they think they won't be eating for the rest of the day, so they try to eat as much as possible. However, in reality, there is plenty of time available. The eating window is usually 8 hours, while some people keep it to 4 hours. This is your eating period. Within these 4 hours, you can consume your daily meals. For example, if your first meal is at 12 p.m., your second meal should be at 4 p.m. This means your eating window is from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. The tip here is that between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m., you should eat 4 p.m. Say around 2 p.m., you should eat all your vegetables and salad. This way, you will have enough time before your next meal. Eating salad does not cause a spike in insulin unless you add too much oil, mayonnaise, or salad dressings. These things can ruin all your fasting efforts, so they should be avoided. They contain excessive calories and unhealthy fats. A little olive oil is fine. Vegetables do not raise insulin as much as other foods do. I sometimes follow this practice myself, but the main point is to avoid overeating, especially excessive fats. Eating too much fat will make you feel overly full. If salad feels too light, you can add nuts like almonds and walnuts, but in small amounts. However, if you are just starting intermittent fasting in the beginning, you should include more fats to help your body adjust to the keto state. Ketosis is a condition where your body stops relying on food intake for energy and starts burning its own fat for fuel. Once your body enters ketosis, it will continue to use stored fat as energy, making the process more sustainable compared to glucose dependence. In ketosis, the body performs better as it uses fat as a fuel source, which is a more premium and efficient energy supply than glucose. Your goal should be to bring your body into this state to enhance performance. The third point is to do it gradually. Do not rush. If you have low blood sugar or suffer from hypoglycemia, do not start intermittent fasting abruptly. You will not be able to sustain it and will feel exhausted. When beginning, I always advise starting with 3 meals a day while eliminating snacks, outside food, fried items, and refined products like sugar. Shift to a healthy and clean diet, preparing your own meals. Then gradually reduce meals from 3 times a day to 2. After a few days, fix a 4-hour eating window between those 2 meals. Once you reach this stage, you can extend your fasting period step by step, first to 5 hours, then 6 hours, and so on. This way, you are making gradual changes each week, bringing you closer to your goal. Your eating window will shrink while your fasting time increases. Adjust it according to your body's response. Eventually, you will notice that you can tolerate hunger for longer, and you can extend your fasting period further. Take one step at a time. Do what you can manage today instead of forcing yourself. If you push your body too hard, you will feel exhausted and your progress will stop. You may even give up entirely. This can also increase blood sugar problems, leading to more stress, a rise in cortisol, and increased insulin levels. The fourth point is to get more sleep. Have you ever noticed that when you are stressed or tired, you feel hungrier? If you do not get enough sleep, cortisol levels can increase by up to 50%, and cortisol is a stress hormone that also raises insulin levels. When both cortisol and insulin levels rise, it stops fat loss, preventing weight reduction. That's why it is important to get enough sleep. Sleep more if needed. Even a short nap during the day is fine. However, in 24 hours, you must get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. This will reduce stress. The last point is high-intensity interval training. If you include this type of exercise in your intermittent fasting routine, you can boost your growth hormone. When growth hormone levels increase, they trigger anti-aging and fat-burning genes. You should aim to do high-intensity interval training at least 3 to 4 times a week. This will lower stress and improve sleep quality. Try to schedule your workouts during your eating window, preferably before your last meal of the day. I personally follow this routine, but sometimes I also exercise on an empty stomach. However, if you have low blood sugar, avoid working out on an empty stomach and do it within your eating window instead. Exercising on an empty stomach can further lower your blood sugar, especially if you haven't eaten beforehand. These were the 5 tips that can help accelerate your progress. Start today. See you in the next video. Take care. Goodbye.